All right, let's talk Solana. It is absolutely on a tear heading into 2025, and the reason why it's pretty simple. Big money. And I mean really big money. So today, we're going to break down this whole institutional rush that's changing the game and figure out what it all means for anyone looking to get in.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a number that pretty much stopped the entire market in its tracks. $400 million. So what does that number actually mean? Yeah, this isn't just some random big number. It is a record breaker. It's a huge signal of confidence from a major corporation, basically saying we believe in Solana so much, we're not just using the tech, we're putting it on our balance sheet as a core asset. That's a massive statement. But here's the thing. That $400 million, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's really like the starting gun for what's looking more and more like an institutional gold rush into Solana. So, you know what? Let's follow the money and see just how deep this thing really goes. So, it all kicks off with that confirmed $400 million from Sharpe's technology. I mean, that one move instantly put them on the map as a major corporate holder. But here's the kicker. That's just the initial investment. Because, get this, with warrants attached to the deal, that figure could actually swell to a cool $1 billion. And they are not alone in this. You've got crypto heavyweights, firms like Galaxy Digital and Jump Crypto, building their own billion-dollar pipelines. They're basically creating these massive on-ramps for even more institutional cash to pour in. And just when you think the numbers can't possibly get any bigger, boom, venture giant Pantera Capital jumps into the ring, planning to raise another $1.25 billion just for Solana. I mean, when you start adding all this up, the institutional demand isn't just big, it's undeniable. So, okay, these are the names you really need to be watching. It's such a powerful mix, right? You've got traditional corporations, you've got the crypto-native giants who've been here for a while, and now you're even seeing legacy finance players like Cantor Fitzgerald getting in on the action. All of them are working to funnel capital straight into the Solana ecosystem. Right. So, with all of this money pouring in, there's really only one question on everyone's mind. Where could the price of Sol actually go? So let's dig in and see what the analysts are forecasting for 2025. And the forecasts? Well, they show a really fascinating range. On one hand, you've got sources like Digital Coin Price, and they're predicting a pretty solid average, right around $482, mostly driven by just steady network growth. But then you have the big players like Pantera, and they see a potential path all the way up to $1,000, especially if a total game changer like a spot ETF gets approved. So what you end up with is this really clear spectrum of possibilities. You know, the baseline scenario, basically just holding current levels. Fine. But the average prediction, that more than doubles today's price. And the high end, well, that represents an absolutely massive breakout, but only if all the stars align perfectly. And look, this is probably the most crucial point for a lot of investors. Even if those crazy moonshot predictions don't hit, the general consensus forecast for someone getting into the market right now is still a very healthy 13 to 18% annual return. That's not bad at all. Okay, so betting on the price going up is one thing. But what if you want to actually put your SOL to work? Let's explore the most popular way to earn some passive income on your holdings: staking. So what is staking? The simplest way to think about it is like earning interest in a high-yield savings account. But for your crypto, by locking up your SOL, you're helping to keep the entire network secure and running smoothly. And for providing that service, you get paid rewards. It's that simple. And what this actually means for holders is a pretty low-risk way to generate a consistent 6 to 10% annual yield. And hey, some of the DeFi vaults out there are pushing that even higher, over 12%. It's just a really powerful tool for compounding your investment over the long haul. All right, now, for those of you who are maybe looking for some more advanced strategies, a whole new frontier has really opened up in 2025. So let's talk about a much more active approach, trading Solana options. So what we have now are two really clear paths for earning. You've got staking, which is that steady, kind of set it and forget it approach for passive income. Options, on the other hand, well, that's for the active investor. That's for someone who's looking to speculate on price moves for potentially much higher rewards, but also, you guessed it, higher risk. And the cool thing is, getting started with options is more accessible than it's ever been. You basically have three clear pathways. You can go through the major centralized exchanges, your Binances, your OKXs. You can go directly on-chain with DeFi protocols, Or you can even go through a traditional regulated ETF product. There's an on-ramp for pretty much every type of investor out there. Okay, of course, all of this excitement needs a serious reality check, right? No investment is ever a sure thing, and it's absolutely crucial that we understand the potential headwinds that Solana could face. So, these are the primary things you got to watch out for. Regulatory uncertainty. I mean, that's always a big cloud hanging over crypto. The competition from other blockchains is absolutely fierce. And of course, you can never forget the market's inherent volatility and, let's be honest, Solana's own history with network outages. Those are risks you just can't ignore. And, this quote from our source material really says it all. The institutional excitement is 100% real, and the potential is definitely high. But a cautious, diversified approach is always, always the smartest way to play this game. So that brings us to our final thought. The institutional validation, it's here. The massive investment pipelines, they're being built as we speak. And the financial tools to trade and invest are becoming more sophisticated than ever. So it all leaves us with the ultimate question for 2025. Is this the formula? Is this what finally puts Solana on the path to $1,000?
If you want to learn more about AI, do check other videos of this channel. Please subscribe so that I can continue making more such videos for you.